Alright folks, so went ahead and got my Harmonic balancer tool through on here and had to dig out a couple bolts there that were long enough. And you have got to be extremely cautious when you do this, because you will strip out the threads in the balancer in a heartbeat. I mean, boom, like that. You know, no joke here. So you gotta really watch. And they are the standard 3/8/16 thread. They are coarse thread, so 3/8/16. So you make sure that's what goes back in there. This type of balancer does not use a fine thread, so you got to be very careful, and you know, take your time with this, and do not tighten anything down if it does, you know, has anything wrong with it, like binding or anything. You got to be extremely cautious about this, because you will strip out them holes in a heartbeat. And also, you have got to watch out too when you're tightening this tool up. Watch that nose on this Harmonic balancer puller, because if you got the wrong nose on there, you will mess up the crank snout threads, and you will have a heck of a mess on your hands. And I was able to get this off. I took my impact and zipped it on off. I do not like using impacts. I always use hand tools on everything. I like to feel the threads and how everything, you know, loosens up and tightens up and torques down and all that. And, you know, I was able to zip that off. I didn't really have a choice, because it's hard to hold the balancer from spinning and to be able to break that loose at the same time. So I did end up zipping it off with that. And apparently it's a 15/16, and don't feel like it's quite right, but it did work. But there are like no videos on this. Zero. There are 0 videos, and I know there's 0 videos on pulling a Harmonic balancer off a 59 Edsel here. And this is a 361. Very simple. And once you got everything and you know everything is right, all you gotta do is just tighten this up. And if you watch, and just be gentle with it. Drop my tools. Just be gentle with it, you know. I like to feel it and take my time with it. And it'll come right off. We just walk this thing right on off there. And yep, it's about to come off. I can feel it. Apologize for the camera work. But I know it's 0 videos on this on YouTube here. I know. Yeah, this will apply to pretty much anything, really, but you know, this is specifically for a 59 Edsel. Take your time with it. It feels fine. It's not tight or anything like that. It shouldn't be. So, like my tool's bent there a little bit, but it's still coming off there. Yeah, see that? There we go. And that's how you remove it there. And all you gotta do is just take these back out. It's like this. Nobody ever shows this either. I'm gonna show it. How you remove the tool so you can get your Harmonic balancer back. All you gotta do. I think this is bent just a little bit. Might have been where I had that washer on there. See, notice how these are coming out easy. And I did not tighten this all the way down, because I didn't want to pull them threads out. And these are, again, 3/8/16. And there we go. We got our balancer right off. No issues there. And notice I got the radiator out. Everything's out of the way. And we pulled it off. And, you know, you got to use a lot of common sense on this stuff. I don't mean nothing bad about it, but get the radiator out of the way. I mean, that way you got more room to get to it, and you don't risk banging into it and all that. And I'm going to go ahead, and this sleeve down here comes right on off. Sometimes you got to play with it, but it will come right off. And I might actually have to knock this key out. So yeah, I think I might have to take that key out. That's alright, I'll come right back to it. But yep, we'll knock that key out, and this will slide right off, and see how easy this is moving. And these do get a groove on them. So keep that in mind. They do reproduce these. All you gotta do is replace this. Now you gotta watch out the balancer. They do deteriorate, and this one is, it's usable. It's still okay. I mean, it's not slid, but main reason I'm replacing it is because of this ring. It's hitting the alternator bracket, and it was starting to chew up into my lower radiator hose, and then the other one will give me the correct clearance. So I figured I'd make the video. I know there's 0 videos on this. We'll have one more of it when we put it back together. And you know, like I said, I don't mean nothing bad about the video here, but it's just common sense. And just be very, very cautious about these. Do not pull these threads out, and do not mess up the crank snout. Always verify too. It's always good if you can do it. If you have the right step Harmonic balancer tool, you can sometimes reuse throw your Harmonic balancer bolt back in here, and see, mine is going just fine, so we have not messed nothing up. Sometimes you can throw it like that, and if you got the right tip on the tool right here, I think I got one somewhere that's flat, you can butt it up against that like that, and it'll push against that bolt, and you don't risk screwing up your threads. But figure I make the video, and hope y'all like this video here, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry it's kind of quick, but I gotta hurry up and get to work. So see y'all later. Bye.